Welcome back. In this session, we are going to see increment operator, which is increment, and then it is denoted as plus plus symbol. When you do successive plus plus symbol, it increments the value with the value which we have provided. So let's see an example how the increment operator works and how to use it. Right. So let's go back to our example. I'll say increment operator, which is, so let's see an example of increment operation. For the increment, let's take one variable, which is var a. So current value of var a is 10, right? So when we say increment or plus plus operator can be just denoted or provided as plus plus. That's the only value it needs to be provided. For example, in this case, we say var plus plus, and if you provide this plus plus value, and you can say echo var a, so it should increase the value by 1. Whenever we say plus, it will increase the value by 1. Let's see, and let's see an output. How does it happen, right? So var plus plus is equal, or it's the same thing as if we are saying a plus 1. So both the statements are same. Just to make it more easy and appealable from an incrementation standpoint, we use this particular plus plus symbol to perform. Let's run and see what happens. Let's go back to our code, put that, and then see what happens. So because it's an operator, this operator standalone cannot be used. We have to use comma or a semicolon along with the operator to perform. So let's now run it again. So if you don't give up, then it will give you an error. Technically, if I provide, or if we provide the same value with a var plus plus, so you should see it is incremented one more time, and if you really echo the value, you should get it 12 as a value. So initial value was 10, so 10 plus 1 is 11, and 11 has been displayed. And now what we are saying is whatever the value you have it for a value is now 11. 11 plus 1, it should display 12 as a result. So 11 and 12 should be the answer when we basically execute it. So let's run it again to see if it does the same. So we are plus plus gives you the same result as var plus 1. So var plus 1 can be depicted as var plus plus. So that's how the operator works, which is an increment operator, predominantly from a JavaScript angle. In JavaScript world, we can use this way so that we can able to depict it. So this finishes our increment operator. Let's see how to use decrement operator. Decrement operator is very similar to as increment operator. It decreases, it's just a reverse of what increment operator does. So let's go back and then say decrement operator. So okay, let's say decrement operator, which is minus minus. So say minus minus, and if you just run, let's take the same example and go back here, and let's take the same codes and put it here, say decrement, and the decrement should be minus minus, and in this case we have a variable value as 10, and we are going to say minus minus, and you can always say minus. So whatever the value you have, like 10 should be minus 1, which is 9, and again from a 9 we are minusing 1, which is basically 8. So it's pretty much same as increment operator, increments by the number, whichever number plus 1, or decrements the number, right? plus that. So you can define these values and then get that operated. So let's see both the value will, I'll not comment it, I'll try to execute them so that you can see. So for our understanding, which is increment, I can just add an increment as a suffix before, and I'll say plus plus, and then I'll put a pipe so that we know it's a value of an increment operation. And the same way here, I'll do the same echo statement. So when we execute it, there is no confusion. So we'll go with the decrement operator, go to the decrement operator, CD, go back here and go decrement, say minus minus, and same thing goes here, say decrement, say minus, and then provide this value, and then go and save it, right? And then let's just clear our screen and let's run it one more time to see how it works. If you see 11 plus 1, which is 12, which is again in the decrement operator, we started with 10 and then 9 in 8 is decrement operator, right? So we decremented the value. So you can use either minus minus semicolon, or you can say variable -1. It's exactly the same way to put that. So this concludes our basic operators. So we have seen addition, we have seen subtraction, we have seen multiplication, we have seen division, we have seen modulus, which is a reminder, and then we have seen increment and decrement operator, which is incrementing the value by 1 and decrementing value by 1, or decrementing value by 1 by default, right? Automatically when you use that operator. So thank you for watching the session. We'll see it in next operator.